Okay, and now since everybody coming out with their story about Breakfast Boss, today I will be telling my story on Breakfast Boss and how I met him. So y'all, in the summertime, I believe sometime, the Instagram Breakfast Boss, the guy y'all see with all of these girls, all of back to back, he met me at a party, I believe, when I was like very drunk. So I didn't remember meeting him, but we ended up exchanging Instagrams. He got my Instagram somehow. I don't remember it, y'all, but he got my Instagram. So over time, as I was talking to this man, I needed a job really bad. The job I was working at was not scheduling me. So I was like, do you know any other incomes of money? He was always trying to get me into OnlyFans, and I was always like, no, I'm not doing OnlyFans. But he was like, or you could get into stripping, dancing, something like that. I'm like, okay, I might be interested into that. That don't sound too crazy. So y'all, one day, remind y'all, I had been to his house before this. I think that one was maybe for a party, and the time before that was to talk about content, but I never agreed on doing OnlyFans, anything like that. Anything exposing my body, I never agreed to. So me and the girl, Mia, as y'all know, that do her videos about Breakfast Boss, me and Mia actually been on each other for some years. We did fall out due to Breakfast Boss, but we had knew each other for some years off social media. So Mia did come out here, and I'm gonna explain that later on. That's gonna be in part 2 actually. But bottom of the line, one day he was like he was gonna take me and these other girls to go dancing. So I'm like, okay, cool. I never been before. I don't see why not. I'm of age to do it, make my own decisions. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go see what's this talking about. So it just so happened that Mia was there with me, and at the end of our shift, Mia was like, I'm so mad. And I'm like, why are you mad? She's like, I gotta give him all my money. And I'm like, what do you mean you gotta give him all your money? Remind y'all, I was new to this club life. I've been in the club life now for a few months. Well, some months now. I think maybe just now being 5 or 6 months. So I know the business now. I know pimps, all of that. I know how that goes. So when I first heard of it, I'm like, what? What do you mean keeping all her money? Y'all, she was giving this man all of her money every day. And she was like, I just don't see why I should work at this club and work when I just got to give him my money after all my shifts. So right then and there, I plan to get Mia out of his house and escape Mia out of his whole house, because Breakfast Boss house is in Cyprus. I know the address. I know all of that. It's not that hard to expose him, y'all. To everybody else that also is in Houston that is condoning this man with these underage people, y'all dead wrong. Me and Mia are both 21, but the other girls in them houses don't be 21. That girl Jelly y'all keep seeing just turned 18. She was 17 when she first started content with that man. And I'm telling y'all that because I've been on all of this. Gabby has been weird from the jump. Gabby acts autistic for whatever reason. Y'all keep saying Jelly is autistic. If anything, Gabby is more autistic than Jelly. I promise y'all. Gabby be acting all slow and shit, like she don't have no clue in the world about what the hell be going on. Bottom of the line, Breakfast Boss is a pimp. To any females that's in Houston, stay away from him. He's pimping them out. He's pimping them girls out. And I really feel bad. The only person I feel bad for in this situation now is Jelly. And why I say that is because, every time I went over to that house, this girl always was terrified. Always looked terrified. She's nothing how looks online. She's always terrified of him. She doesn't say anything in person like that. It's a very weird interaction. When I go to their house, you could tell that he's always on their ass about anything. On my part 2, if this does numbers, I'll definitely include him harassing, doing the most and shit. But Breakfast Boss in Houston is pimping these girls out. He's using them for content, for one. He's taking all of their money. When he say they have different accounts for bank accounts and shit, they don't. He's taking all these girls' money. Mia money literally got taken from her. Like, the girl will tell y'all this story time. It literally got taken. Like, it was really crazy. Like, I once upon a time, I felt like Mia, like, was a little dumb. But I have gotten closer with God, so I feel like Mia wasn't dumb. Mia just was just young. Like, we both young, but I feel like Mia was still just trying to learn her way through life still. And I'm a little bit more mature than her. So all shout out to her, though. I'm glad she did get out that situation because it's sad. But Breakfast Boss in Houston, to all the girls that's my age in Houston, 21 or just freshly 18, stay away from that man. If you're homeless, go to a homeless shelter. It might not be what you want to deal with, but yeah, but word on the street, stop messing with Breakfast Boss. The man is literally weird. Not to mention, when I made my money the night with Mia, he was like, you got to give me some of the money or something like that. I'm like, some of the money for what? Like, that man think he's pimping y'all. Like, he's pimping y'all, and I didn't give him no money. So he blocked me because I didn't give him no money. Because I might be young, but I'm not dumb. So I didn't give him no money, y'all. But yeah, part 2, I'll come with receipts, all of that. But yeah, Breakfast Boss, Houston. Okay, so y'all wanted part 2, so I'm finna give y'all part 2. So I'm gonna explain first, and then I'm gonna show the receipts. So one thing I want to clear up first is I never did contact with Breakfast Boss. I never made it that far because I wasn't dumb. Breakfast Boss knew I wasn't dumb. So with that being said, he didn't want me around none of the other girls or nothing like that. Like, he knew I was trying to get them out that situation, which was clearly, you know, get them away from that man. And he didn't like how I wasn't dumb or anything or gullible like everybody else. So for one, Mia, when I was trying to get her out the situation, he then blocked Mia from every social media platform I have with her, took her phone, and wasn't letting her work with me no more. So when we finally did get her out the situation and away from the club and everything, she did escape, and he didn't like that. He was threatening her and all type of shit. So I'm finna show y'all the messages of whenever he was asking me for money. And he would get mad because I didn't give him my money. So then that's when he blocked me, and he was like telling all the girls, including Harlem, Gabby, and Mia, to block me. So they, you know, listen because they're a little slow, excluding Harlem because she's a child, but everybody else listened to him. And yeah, I'm finna show y'all the messages. Okay, so this is the first message right here. He says, "Jai, I don't like reminding you to break bread." That was the first message because I didn't give him none of my money, and he was upset I didn't give him my money. So I was like, yeah, I had put right here, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give you some of the money, and I didn't give him the money. This was the first time he asked. And then this right here are messages of him basically trying to get me to do content with him, Gabby, Mia, and Harlem, or whatever y'all want to call her, the name y'all keep calling her. I didn't forgot the damn name. But he was trying to get me to do content with them, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna decide. Never did it. I was, like I said, I'm not gullible and I'm not dumb. So I didn't do that. But the minute I was, you know, connecting the dots here and there, that's when I'm like, yeah, no, I gotta get away from this man. And then this was the last day we ever was in contact. This was, again, y'all could see it was 2 different days. He asked me again, did you leave any money? And I didn't respond because I was not giving him none of my money. Like, why would I give you money? As y'all could see, y'all could read up here too. It says give them the money. I didn't give them no money. He questioned me and I didn't respond, so then he blocked me. And then right here, I was saying delete this video of me because he had a video of me and Mia basically in the room that always has the camera. He had a video of us like half naked in there when we was changing one day talking, and I was like, is he gonna let you work? And he was trying to expose us, or I don't know what he was trying to do. But more of the story, this man is pimping these girls out. For Harlem and Gabby, he don't have these separate bank accounts. He keep telling y'all he don't have none of that. If they don't do what he wants them to do, I mean, if they don't do what he wants them to do, he gets mad. He be doing all type of shit. He be screaming at these girls, yelling at them, doing the most. Like I said, whenever he knew I was trying to get all them girls out the house and away from him, because like I said, I never agreed to do anything. That's why I got away from the man. I'm not dumb. He didn't want me around him. He did not want me around him whatsoever. It's like the minute he got it that, oh yeah, she's not dumb, I can't get her, he did not like that, because he knew, like, you can't get Jai. Like, Jai's not that dumb. Jai's not that gullible. Like, you can't get little old me. You can get them, but you can't get me. Not only that, I don't need a place to live. I'm financially perfectly fine. I don't need a place to live. I was just trying to look for another source of income at the time, because my job at the time was barely scheduling me. So I'm like, any other ways of money. And like I said, this man was always trying to OnlyFans this, OnlyFans that. Like, boy, like, nobody wants to do OnlyFans with you. Not only that, like, I'm not like that. I'm not finna do OnlyFans with nobody. Like, if I was to ever do OnlyFans, which I would never do, it would be by myself, making my own money. Why would I do OnlyFans and split the money with you? Not even splitting it. You're gonna keep all the money because you a po-ass nigga. You're a pimp. You're pimping these girls out in Houston. And that girl that just got in that house, you need to run for your life. Like, that's another thing I want to clear up too. These girls are not, what's the word? They're running away from their house. That's the word. We just gonna say they're running away. He's not pulling these girls just in. They're running away from the house, and then they're finding his page and seeing that he got all the girl in the house, and they just going in the house with him. But yeah, like, he knows that their mind is gullible, and they just go for anything. So he's doing what he could do. Gabby, like I said, their girl is slow. Gabby is slow. Gabby is overly slow. Any conversations I ever tried to have with Gally and Harlem, it's always been a weird interaction. Like, I'm trying to talk to them, and they just, like, just slow mannerisms, like, not a regular human being just talking. Like, you could tell, like, them girls is brainwashed. But yeah, Breakfast Boss, once again, Houston. To any of the girlies that's just moving out here, to anybody that might be in a situationship where, they need to get out of, they didn't ran away, or if they need help, please contact me on TikTok and text me. I will help you. I promise you, I will help you. I hate seeing people down. I hate seeing people, messed up, where they feel like they gotta go live with a man or something. If you need help, I promise you, I got you. Text me, and I will help you. I promise you. I don't want no money from you. I don't want that from you. I will personally help you. Like, I will take you somewhere that you could be safe at. Like, but all of that going with this man, and you're in Houston, and you're homeless, and you need money, bro, I promise you there's a better way than going with this man that y'all keep going with. But yeah, this video is to spread awareness once again. Yes, I was never into content videos with him, OnlyFans, none of that. That's why y'all never see me in the videos. However, I was still around them. But I also never lived with them too. Let's get that straight too. I never lived with them, nothing like that. Until I seen a comment where this girl was like, well, y'all see why he's picking y'all. What is that supposed to mean? Like, how is it our fault that pimps are people that's just looking for an easy way to bring young girls in like us, we're getting the attraction? That's not our fault. So that was a rude comment to say, especially when this video is for awareness for the girls to stay away from this man. But yeah, I just want everybody to be safe. Like I said, if you really do need help and you're in the Houston area, you feel like, oh yeah, like I gotta go stay with a man or this or that, holler at me, text me. Real genuine. I'll get you some help for it.
Hi y'all, here is the story time of the poly relationship that I was in that I left. So when I first met them, I met him over Instagram. I seen it pop up on my For You page, and all I did was like it, and then I reposted it. And he commented under my post saying it could be all so simple. Is literally what he said under my comments. And then he texted me talking about some can you join? I want you to come over, this, that, and the third. And he specifically said it was just a relationship thing. He didn't tell me that he was gonna pimp me out, make me go to the club, and literally take my money from me. So I went in, I got to know the two girls, which was Gabby and Harlem. Harlem just turned 18, okay? She just turned 18, so that's a baby, okay? That is a baby. That's one thing I did not like, in my opinion. That she's a little ass girl. She just hit 18. When I came in there, we had to clean the kitchen, we had to cook for him, and we had to make sure all our stuff was cleaned up. And we literally had to cook and clean. And if we didn't, he would get an attitude if there was something in the sink, like we were kids. Okay, y'all, here's the other part of it. I had left and I was doing stuff out, so I did get on live and tell the people that were on there about the situation, but I'm gonna tell you guys the rest. So after that, he made me get into a strip club, made me dance and stuff like that. I could not keep my money, like I told y'all. I couldn't keep it. I couldn't keep nothing. Since people keep talking about this and want it that bad, like y'all steady keep talking about it every time it pop up on y'all For You page or it pop up on y'all social media, so I'm gonna just bring it up and talk about it since y'all want it so bad, because I haven't been dropping it. I didn't feel like dropping the page. I didn't feel like dropping anything. I didn't feel like dropping a video, none of that. So I'm just gonna drop it since y'all keep talking about it, and every time y'all see a video, y'all keep texting me about it. So I'm just gonna drop it, okay? Mind you, I didn't know nothing in the club. I didn't know how to dance. I didn't know how to do anything. He made me go in there by myself and learn everything on my own. So I did that shit on my own. But as soon as I got home, mind you, I did not know when he brought me in the club that I had to go back home and give him all my money, okay? I went into the room and I counted my money or whatever, and I seen, you know, I was making money, and I was like happy that I was making money for myself. He came in the room and he took my money and counted it and walked out the room and took it with him, and I never seen that money ever again. So all the videos that are being posted on his social media, it does not, I'm gonna tell you one time only, it does not feel like a relationship at all. It feels like I'm getting pimped and he's taking my money and we're doing sexual content and that's it. Like, it does not feel like a relationship, okay? It feels like I'm doing everything for him and I'm giving him the money for it. Like, that's what it felt like. I was not happy. I definitely felt uncomfortable after I realized what was really going on. He does text a lot of females throughout the day trying to add people into the poly relationship. Mind you, if he ever texts you guys, I'm just gonna let you know, females, he's only texting y'all because there's money coming in. So if you're a money working female, he's gonna bring you in, try to take you to the whole a fucking club or whatever, or probably put you on OnlyFans. That's literally how it goes, like that ass. Another thing somebody also thought that was scripted, my bad, I had to burp. He does the videos like out of nowhere, so we don't know when he's recording. He just randomly starts recording, so we do not do these videos over and over. We just, when he records, and when we try to tell him to like change the video or restart the video because we look crazy in it, he tells us no. When I tried to have a conversation with him telling him that I liked making my own money and I wanted to keep my money, he got an attitude with me and he was like, well, since you wanna keep your own money, I'm finna get the money back that I paid for your Uber, and then I'm gonna get the money back that I paid for tip out, and then I'm gonna take the rest. So he's only doing this because of the money. He doesn't care about these girls. He only cares about the money. I'm gonna tell you that one thing only. He does not care. He doesn't. He's very rude and he has an anger problem, like really bad. He talks to females crazy and he expects them to not respond back and say nothing crazy to him. Like, nigga needs mental health. Also, I told him to take me off of his page and he failed to do it. He said I'm not doing it because there's other people on my page. Mind you, he's only posting these videos because he's getting money for it and you guys are watching it. So that's what's getting him money. Also, I also told him to take the video off of his page on the OnlyFans page, and I'm still up there, okay? And then I also went back because he told me to come back, and I did because the girls missed me or whatever, and I was like, okay, maybe it's nothing back, you know? No, it wasn't. I went back to the club, I made money, and I was like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm not letting you take my money. I want my money. And he got an attitude and he started counting my money. He took my money and counted my money and took it. And took what he wanted to take and then gave me my money back. Are you okay? Mind you, I'm gonna let y'all know these fucking videos are not. No, he's a pimp. Okay, he's literally a pimp. I'm just gonna say this. He's a pimp and he's bringing young girls. He's not bringing nobody his age at all. These females that are in his house are not his age, not one bit. Also, before I even brought up this thing to like talk about it, I don't know if y'all DM'd him or texted him, but he did call me and threaten me and told me watch my back, this, that, and the third. I will be pressing charges and everything because threatening me, you're crazy. Threatening me is crazy work. That shit's insane. But yeah, since y'all wanted the story time so bad, here it go. There's more to it, so if y'all do want it, I will let y'all know and I will drop another video.
Sad situation. It seems that if this guy takes these girls across state lines, it is over for him. That is a fact.
And to piggyback off of her, yeah, he is exploiting women. He also had a business at one point called Neat and Naked. And you can only imagine, apparently it was, you know, cleaning services and like lingerie or whatever. And then he had Naked Breakfast or whatever. When I first moved to the Miami area, I had messaged him and we had got to talking, and the way that it was advertised was it was just like, you know, cleaning and lingerie and stuff like that. And then he had the Naked Breakfast, which was supposed to be just that, you know, someone cooking breakfast naked. I talked to somebody a couple of times and, you know, nothing came of it. They even randomly messaged me a couple years after, saying, hey, were you still interested? And I was like, I mean, I guess, but none of this surprises me. They were, you know, unprofessional when they texted me. It kind of honestly felt kind of trafficky, so I declined it. But to know that this same guy is the one that was running those businesses and doing this now, yeah, that tracks. But I got bad vibes from the beginning, so I was one of the girls that he could have possibly done what he's doing now.
This is the girl's mama. This is one of the mamas.
It's mentally fucking both of us up, you know what I'm saying? But I feel as though my only reasoning for allowing her to, you know, be out here and do things because I coddled her. I didn't let her do things, you know, because I was so afraid of the world.
Right, exactly.
So, and it's just like now, I'm like kicking myself, like, I should have just let you just made you stay in the house. It could have got worse, you know what I'm saying, with me doing that, but it's just like, no, I should have just let you stay in the house because none of this would have happened. But then again, why am I fooling myself? Yeah, it would have eventually happened, you know what I'm saying? Eventually,
right.
You know, she would have left and been with whoever, you know, whether it been him or somebody else, you know what I'm saying? So
Phil, but like you exactly said, this thing has caused you to lose your job, which is not fair. So it's not only affecting her life, this is affecting your life, and that's not fair that it's affecting your life because you're only a mom.
If I don't have no job when she do come to her senses and decide to come home, I'm not gonna have nowhere for her to live.
Right,
you know
exactly.
What I'm saying? Because my shit is finna be fucked up. Like right now, I gotta figure out, you know, where to go. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But my ex-husband said there, you know, you always can come home. You it ain't no thing about that. You just let me know what you want to do. You know, so I'm trying to get in school, you know, because I want to do things, because I've been putting my life on hold for the kids, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
exactly.
Trying to make sure they're straight, you know, getting Harlem, you know, across that stage, like, I've had to, you know, calm my... It's time for me to focus on me.
Right.
Because I got to be there for my grandbaby or whatever, you know, I don't even know what to become of this situation. The only thing I can do is be prepared and get myself together so whenever, you know, they need me. But I'm not going to overstep or anything like that. If she needs me, she has to come to me.
So,
you know,
right now, it's like everyone is going to see this right now. Like, everyone is used. If, like, and now that everyone sees, if it's something that you can basically, for Harlem to hear, for Kane to hear, for all the girls in the house to hear, Is it something you would want to say just for him to hear, for home to hear, maybe to get her to want to leave, Kane to let her go, the other girls to maybe change their mind? Say it.
Y'all know that y'all not supposed to be doing any of this. Y'all know y'all. It's time to fuck up out of there. You know what I'm saying? If he is doing all this stuff, you know, y'all need to report this. You know, tell Vice, make a police report. You know, come with proof. You know, because nothing is gonna get done. You know, unless y'all speak out. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been told there's nothing that can be done if y'all not gonna speak out or say, hey, this is what's going on. You know. So if the situation ain't right and there's some bullshit going on, y'all need to get the fuck out and everybody just need to be on one accord because like I said, this shit is affecting me now. You know,
Absolutely.
and I've been silent for as long as possible. You know, I can't protect the lie. If y'all not telling me what's going on in that house or whatever, I'm just like everybody else. I'm in the dark and I'm at a loss. So, you know.
Has anybody else been watching The Breakfast Boss on Instagram? I stumbled across that page probably at this point like 2 weeks ago. I went all the way back into the beginning when like literally because The Breakfast Boss, what the fuck is that? So he used to run a business where bitches used to come over half naked, not even half naked, like they was like, they asked, everything was out, okay? And they would be cooking. I went to the Twitter for it, everything, and I guess that shit, like, I don't know, it couldn't have went nowhere because it didn't look like it, and they was looking a little... Anywho, so I just keep watching his page, and then it get to the point where it turned into, like, you know, bitches be at his house all the time. So I'm watching. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then finally we get to who we have now, which is Jelly and Gabby. Gabby has been around for a minute, probably like, I feel like, probably for a year now, maybe a year and a half. She's just one of the last ones that ended up staying. I also don't remember... There was another girl that used to be around. She was pregnant all the time. But, like, I feel like she dipped out of nowhere. Don't know. But she was also with The Breakfast Boss. Anyway, back to Jelly and Gabby. So, I'm going through the comments and shit like that. And I'm like, where the fuck did these bitches come from? Finally, I see a video where dude had posted another girl in the kitchen cooking something she had on this set. Jelly commented and said, where you get the set from? He commented back, I'd take you to get one. Mind you, this was August, like, of last year. Then boom, literally by September, Jelly in the house. At this point, it's probably like 4 or 5 bitches that's just running in and out. By in September of last year, it gets to probably about this year, January, and all them hoes is really gone. Like it's just Jelly and Gabby. They saying that Gabby is well into like 28, 29, 30, but Jelly, she is confirmed to only be 18. She just turned 19 like within the past 2 weeks. Mind you, this Kane nigga, he has not said how old he is, but I think he like 30 something. It gives trafficking. I don't know. Now what he says is that they're all basically one big family. Gabby just recently had a baby. She was hiding the baby until the people in the comments, mind you, I've been on Instagram with this. I have not seen this over here too much on TikTok. So I've been really just watching. I've been on their back. But people was in the comments on Instagram like, hey, like, we noticed she's not showing her stomach. Like, why the fuck is y'all hiding the baby? Like, bitch, we know you pregnant. Finally, she start turning around again in pictures. Gabby, she don't move at a very fast pace up here. I don't know. She just so seductive. I don't think she can help it. Every time she's in the videos, I don't want to be around her. Jelly, on the other hand, I think Jelly has some social issues, okay? She's 19. She's 19 and she's a little strange. Let's be real. It's something going on there. She used to organize her toys for play as a child, if you know what I mean. She didn't play with them. She organized them. Anywho, and Jelly is the baby. Like, she be taking care of the baby. If you go down that page, Gabby, the mother, never has the baby. Every time I turn around, Jelly feeding the baby, burping the baby, holding the baby. They be out in public with the baby. Gabby never has the baby. It's really a lot. Like, the only thing I can tell you to do is just go look for yourself on Instagram. I'll put his @name in the bottom so you can go see. It's very scary. It's so scary. And the women in the comments that are like, oh, I wanna come, I wanna be your third. Oh, invite me. Where's everybody's mother? Where are the mothers?
Yeah, so that was a breakdown of everything that's really going on. It's a sad, strange situation. Um, I guess I'll do a follow up to this. This will definitely, this will definitely be on the late night show, man. We're gonna definitely late night stories with PJ. Maybe everyday PJ reacts. I don't know. I'm not sure where I want to put this at because I'm really not trying to mess up none of my channels with it being too much of, too much of talking about that one guy. Even though this is a sad situation and this possibly could lead up to somebody going to jail at some point in time. But I'm gonna cut some parts of him out of there. He's not gonna be on any of the videos. I'm cutting out all the text messages, all that, because it's just gonna be names and no other faces, none of the victims or whatever. But if you watched it here, you got to see the full subject. That's why I be telling people, watch me on Twitch so you can see the full context of the videos, because when we go live, it's unedited, it's unscripted, and we can see everything that happens. Once you get to see it on YouTube, you'll get the watered down version, because for content purposes, we have to follow guidelines. We not trying to lose my channel all of 2026.